Hi, I'm Cassie Lane. I'm the co-founder of Injectables EDU Training Company. My inspiration in Injectables EDU is seeing our success stories. I'm so inspired by my own story, by finding great mentorship and finding great training in our community. And I'm truly inspired to pass that on. And my real inspiration is to kind of help make the nurse practitioner, whole clinician community of injectors be more open arms and kind of recognize each other as our greatest allies in information sharing and really lifting up the whole industry rather than looking at the person up the street as our biggest competitor.
In the class, we learned all the basic injecting skills. We learned how to inject, the dangers of injecting, absolutely what not to do, which was nice because sometimes you don't get that. We learned about different products. We learned about anatomy. We learned everything that we need to know for basic injecting. And then after the class, we learned even more. You know, you always have a resource with Cassie.
I really enjoyed the hands-on portion, having watched somebody else do that first that was experienced in that field, and then me being able to come behind and kind of learn as you go. And we really do inject each other, which is pretty cool.
I also gained so many resources just by my classmates that were sitting beside me. I met people who did different types of services, even outside of injectables, that came from different walks of life. Some had been injecting, some not, and it was just really nice to be able to see different perspectives and gain so much knowledge in that hands-on class.
Being with Cassie, it has been an awesome experience. She is a great instructor. She takes her time and teaches the students. She will go over all the products and how to make sure that the clients are happy with what services you provide. So she has been a great help with all that.
So Injectables EDU offers some online only classes, which is great if you're not able to travel to one of our locations, or maybe you've taken some training but you want to get a deeper dive, take another foundational class. You can really never have too much learning, too much education. So we have online only options for our Botox and our filler class, and also our semaglutide weight loss course. We have an under eye PRP class, and all the time we're expanding those offerings for our online courses.
Injectables EDU is so much more personalized. Injectables EDU is able to stay up to date with these kind of newest best practices. And I think in some of these larger training programs, they try to make things so cookie cutter because they're having to teach it on such a large scale. And I think also the approachability that Injectables EDU offers really brings down some of the stress for these providers that are already nervous going in, starting something new.
The students that come to our class are all at varying stages of getting into the aesthetic business. Some are just putting feelers out there to see if this is something that they could be interested in joining. Some have already started a business and started down that route and are really just looking to get a little bit more hands-on training before they start injecting. So it really, opens lots of different doors just depending on what stage you're at in getting into this industry.
So I learned basically from the ground up on how to set up a Botox business, the laws and the ins and outs of what I would need as an RN for a physician to be over me. She gave me resources about insurance, and then as well as the anatomy of the face and how to do the hands-on injection piece.
And one of the hardest things for us as healthcare providers is all of our education, for the most part, has been surrounded by medicine. We don't know the first thing about, setting up an LLC, setting up our insurance for our business side of it beyond malpractice. So she provided all of that foundation. And once the class was over, you could send her an email, give her a phone call, and she was glad to help you.
If you are looking into the aesthetic field and looking for somewhere to get some hands-on training, I absolutely suggest just starting off with this class, or really any class, but ideally Injectables EDU because of the benefit that you get with both the hands-on, the resources after the fact, and the business knowledge that we're going to impart for you in terms of starting your own business. If you truly are interested, or even if you're not sure whether or not this is right for you, just getting an introduction can really help make those decisions easier for you. You can actually go to injectablesedu.com and learn more information about all the different offerings, course offerings, and register for our class.